From the fertile valleys of the Rhoyne to the burning sands of Dorne, the tale of Nymeria and the Rhoynar is one of tragedy, perseverance, and destiny. Once a mighty river people who challenged Valyria itself, the Rhoynar were driven from their homeland by fire and dragon flame. Led by Princess Nymeria, they took to the sea with 10,000 ships, embarking on one of the greatest voyages in history. Tonight, we trace their odyssey across the known world, and their final union with House Martell that forever changed Westeros. Long before their exile, the Rhoynar thrived along the Rhoyne River, a vast waterway flowing from the mountains of the moon to the summer sea. They built cities of marble and tile, adorned with fountains and bathhouses. Their culture was rich and sophisticated, ruled not by kings alone, but by princes and princesses in equal measure. The Rhoynar revered the mother Rhoyne, a river goddess, and drew strength from her waters. Yet their prosperity brought them into conflict with the rising Valyrian freehold. When Valyria expanded westward, its dragonlords clashed with the Rhoynar princes. The wars that followed raged for centuries, but the Rhoynar could not withstand dragonfire. The greatest of their leaders, Prince GRRM the Great, rallied hundreds of thousands to resist. His army fought the dragonlords in what became known as the Second Spice War, but was annihilated when Valyria unleashed its full fury. GRRM was captured and his people enslaved. From this ruin, the Rhoynar were broken, but not defeated. It was Princess Nymeria who rose as the savior of her people. Refusing to submit to Valyria, she gathered what remained of the Rhoynar, men, women, children, and warriors alike, and set fire to the great fleet that remained on the Rhoyne. With 10,000 ships, she carried her people away from their homeland, vowing never to return. Her journey would take them across half the known world, their fleet a wandering nation upon the seas. For years, the Rhoynar sailed from coast to coast in search of a new home. They landed first in the Summer Isles, where they were welcomed, but soon pressed to leave, for the islands could not support so many mouths. They ventured to Narth, where the peace-loving people suffered terribly from disease brought by the newcomers. In Sothorios, jungle, plague, and beasts decimated their numbers. Each land rejected them, yet Nymeria pressed on, guiding her people ever westward. At last, the fleet came ashore in Dorne, a land harsh and dry, but unconquered by the Valyrians. There, Nymeria allied with Lord Mors Martell of Sunspear. Their marriage united the Rhoynar with the Martells, and together they began a campaign to bring all of Dorne beneath their rule. The Rhoynar contributed not only warriors, but their advanced culture, their laws, and their fierce traditions of equality. Dorne's lords resisted, but the combined strength of Nymeria and Mors prevailed. For years, Nymeria and Martell fought rival Dornish houses, burning castles, breaking armies, and forging alliances. Nymeria herself commanded in battle, sending 60 lords to their graves and bending hundreds more to her cause. In time, the Martells emerged as the dominant power in Dorne. Nymeria ruled as much as her husband, her voice equal in all councils, her will shaping the realm. Under her guidance, the Rhoynar traditions blended with the Dornish, giving birth to a new culture unlike any other in Westeros. Nymeria's union with House Martell transformed Dorne forever. The laws of inheritance granted equal rights to daughters and sons. Women could hold power and lead armies, reflecting the Rhoynar traditions. The Dornish customs of water gardens, irrigation, and equal inheritance all traced their roots to the Rhoynar. Centuries later, when Aegon the Conqueror brought fire and blood to Westeros, Dorne stood apart, fiercely independent, its strength rooted in the legacy of Nymeria. The memory of the voyage endured long after the last ship rotted away. Dornish singers told of the burning of the fleet, of the wanderings across half the world, of the woman who would not bend to dragons. To this day, House Martell's words, unbowed, unbent, unbroken, echo the defiance of Nymeria and her people. The 10,000 ships were more than vessels. They were the symbol of a people's survival, a culture reborn in exile, and the forging of a new kingdom. Thus ends the tale of 10,000 ships, Nymeria and the Rhoynar. From the marble cities of the Rhoyne to the red mountains of Dorne, their journey was one of fire, tears, and triumph. In our next episode, we sail north and west to the storm-lashed Isles of Iron to uncover the origins of the Ironborn, Driftwood Kings, and the Drowned God.